70, Indy.
Watch the curl. Shift.
Hey, Sam off. Get.
First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Switch fire.
Now Saquon Barkley.
Go.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Undercrush.
Ready? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6. And now it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Ebukam, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Tighten up.
Now Jones. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go.
From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a second and long.
Ready?
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, 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 hey.
Hard.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Roll out.
Wide. Get wide.
Hey. Try 7. Let's go.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On the ready.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Bravo.
Mike, check. 59. Dude. Slam.
Hey, lock it. Hit it.
Now Jones throwing on third and long. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receiver. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you kind of get it back even with just one throw.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Look at me. Go. Get it.
On second and goal, Jones incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike, check. 59. Cut. Mike's 59.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll try again now on second and goal, this time from a bit closer.
Watch the screen. Kill. Turn up. Keep
6. Pull it high.
Check it out, read.
Hey, Delta.
Check.
Look. Squeeze. Hey, exit.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Kill.
Hey, zoom. Now.
Jones now operating from the gun. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see, great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. First down run there for Gurley, but nothing opening up as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Over the middle, it's complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. After one, our score 9-6. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, Sam off.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. And the Giants send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. After the run, Goff going to throw. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. That's taken in by Henderson. Spins away, and he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is going to be no good. That was short. Not even on target either, but it was short. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Guys, out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Rock it.
Kill.
SOS. Hey, Alpha.
SOS. Under 10. 10. Rush in. Hit it.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
You better be ready next time.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
58 for Mike. Here we go.
Throwing on second and long. Jones over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's third down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the Giants send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Hold on. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, gone. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. In there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is, we'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go out.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Alert 3.
Now.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Jones. Spins past it. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
50, play. Watch the screen. Hey, lock it.
Watch screen. Watch twist. Check.
Hey, wahoo.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
10-2 stop.
Switch.
Look at me. Go.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Rosas now to kick this one away. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The ball resting on their own 5 here as they come up to the line on 2nd and long. From his goal line here, Goff. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end. But running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Out of the gun, Goff. They got a man, it's Woods. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Look, 180. Ricky. Tight dog.
Goff on first down. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this 2nd half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
We're good.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go ahead and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Looking to throw. Jones. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
5. Gone.
Hey, keep it up. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Smith.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Silver.
Defense.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
1st down, Rams.
Goff now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, back up.
Now it's Goff. He spots Henderson open left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. Goff now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Goff. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To the air again. Goff. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Well, forget the field goal to try to tie this thing. They'll have a chance to take the lead here with 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Darrell Henderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll get 15 and a Giants first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, Sam off.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike.
You draw quarters.
Here we go, D.
Go.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Five.
Back to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken from the 7. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, gone. Throw left side complete. It's Henderson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Goff now looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henderson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now Goff on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing on second and long. Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henderson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Ball on the thumb up, second and 10.
Hey, nice 7.
To throw is gone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gone. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Check safety, check safety. Watch twist, watch twist. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. No. Okay.
Here's Goff. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
One universal in football, when it's a kicking situation, all right, you're kicking a field goal, an extra point, you're punting, you never want to hear a second thud. That means the block has occurred. Imagine being the guys on the bench right now, the defensive unit. They thought they were going to get a cushion when they went back out on the field. That's no longer there.
They had the chance to take a second-half lead, but the special teams unit, they said, not on our watch. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. They begin with a run by Barkley. A gain of 3, second down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, it's Barkley. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. This is Barkley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's gone. That's taken in by Henderson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Goff now to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Goff. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. Now Goff. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Value 3, value 3. Takes 3. 218, chop it.
They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So with an even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Giants, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. They will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for L.A., add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaw.